Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title of today's video, I am going to be testing out some products by Rare Beauty, which if you don't know is Selena Gomez's is the brand by Selena Gomez, who I just think she is so cool. Like ever since I was little, I don't know, I always thought she was so cool. When I heard that she was coming out with makeup, I knew that I really wanted to try it, and I feel like I also haven't seen, well, at the time of filming, I haven't seen too many people with my skin tone trying out Rare Beauty, and I'm like, what's up with that? I wanted to try it out for myself and for you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to read off some notes that I have on my phone here because I don't want to miss out on anything. So one of the main messages of Rare Beauty is the importance of self-love, self-acceptance, and self-esteem almost in that sense, and I really support that message. I think that's great. I think it's great that she is promoting feeling beautiful with what you already have, you know? I think that's a really cute message. I think she also knows that some of her fans probably are a little younger. Like, I'm 21, but I think some of her fans definitely are younger, like maybe like 15, and maybe they're just starting to get into makeup. And I think even me, like, that is a message that I wish I had heard when I was getting into makeup. Instead of like saying, you need makeup to fix this, you need makeup to fix this, she is kind of promoting the message of, well, you can use makeup to enhance this, and I think that's really important. She also goes into more details about that in her video that she did with NikkieTutorials, so I'll have that video linked in the description because I don't want to repeat stuff that you guys have probably already heard. Okay, so let's talk about the packaging because this has been some controversy lately. I can't lie, when I first saw this packaging, I believe I saw it on Trend Mood. When I saw that Trend Mood posted this picture, upon first glance, I thought this was Fenty, and I know a lot of other people thought the same thing. I don't have too much of an opinion on that, but I do agree with people saying that the packaging looks similar. Whether that's a coincidence or not, I don't have a place to say because I don't know, so yeah, I just wanted to mention that. I didn't buy all the products in the range because listen, YouTube money, okay, AdSense is not pulling in like that, okay? I don't have the coin to buy every single thing that she released, but that's okay. I figured I would just pick up the main things that I think you guys would be the most interested in anyways, so hopefully you're not mad at me. I'm gonna try these products twice. One time with just items from Rare Beauty, and then another time incorporating products that I use and love every day. And I'm doing this because who was it? Oh yeah, okay, it was Raw Beauty Christy. She mentioned this in her Rare Beauty review. It is literally rare that you sit down and do your makeup for work, for example, and you're like, okay, today I'm only using Fenty Beauty. Like, nobody really does that in everyday life. And so that's why I'm going to do two kind of reviews in one today. You'll see what I mean, so yes. Anyways, let's get started and I will show you guys how I got this look using some products from Rare Beauty. Alright, so as you guys can tell, I obviously have my eyebrows done, my eyeshadow, and I popped on a pair of lashes. I also do have moisturizer on my face. I used the Neutrogena Hydro Boost moisturizer. This one is SPF 25 or 15. And now the first product that I have to actually test out from Rare Beauty is the primer. So I'm too lazy to actually pull up the Sephora website right now, so I'm just going to read the information that I have on the box. So this is the Always an Optimist Illuminating Primer. This is a weightless universal gel primer enriched with ultra fine pearls for a lit from within glow. I have combination oily skin, so the words illuminating, pearls, glow, don't really like those words. Usually I stray away from products that have those words in them, so I'm hoping this works out kind of okay. Also, I have the, not the phone is ringing, so I have the smaller version of the primer. This one is 50 fluid ounces, which is 15 milliliters, and I think the full size is double this. I picked up the smaller one because, like I said, usually I don't like products that are so illuminating, but I did want to give this a try. Let's just go ahead and try it on. This bottle is so cute. So cute and small. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna shake it up because I think you're supposed to shake up like everything. Either way, if you're unsure of what to do, just shake it up. Oh my god, Selena Gomez sang the Shake It Up theme song. Conspiracy theory. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna shut up. So I'm gonna shake it up. I'm gonna take a little bit. Let's try like one pump. I don't think I'll need more than that. Let's see. I'm honestly scared. This is like the one product that I'm kind of scared of. So let's hope it works out. Ooh. Okay. I don't really have any thoughts yet. Who is calling the house phone? Ooh, it feels really silky on my face. Like, it feels really soft. I like that. Oh wow, that's definitely giving me some visible glow. I mean, I don't hate it, but we'll see how it looks under foundation. Oh my god, when I like touch it, it's really silky. Oh, so far it's blending in really nicely. I'm not having any problems. It's not like pilling up with my moisturizer or anything, so that's really good. And whatever's left, I'm just gonna take some on my chinny chin. Actually, I think this is gonna be really good around my chin because recently I've been getting some eczema.
Where do you get these bumps? You got eczema?
I got what?
Got eczema?
It has just been making my face look like a wreck. So I hope this will kind of aid that. Ow, maybe don't do that. Ooh, that kind of hurt. Why did I do that? So this is the primer on. I mean, I'm definitely glowing, but it's not like overwhelming. It's not like a liquid highlighter. It is definitely more of that pearly effect that they were talking about on the packaging. Not mad at it. I'm not used to it, but I'm not mad at it. So I decided I should probably zoom you guys in for foundation so you can actually see what I'm doing. So welcome to my face. My skin has been not the best recently, to say the least. I do have some scarring. You can see I have this little dot right here. I did have some around here somewhere, and my forehead's been crazy. I got stung by like a bee or something up here. So anyways, let's get into foundations. For foundation, I picked up the shade 360W. I think it might be a little too dark for me. I think this might be my summer color, but really we are here to test the formula more than the color, so I hope at the end it looks okay. So this is their Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. Again, I have the shade 360W. Just reading off the box here, this is a foundation elixir that feels barely there while building coverage and boosting your natural glow. Again, I like the sound of coverage. I like that it feels barely there, but natural glow, I have some beef when it comes to natural glows. So this is what the foundation looks like. It has a nice kind of matte finish bottle. It's very soft to the touch. I actually really enjoy this packaging. As you can see, the color looks like it might be too warm for me. I feel like I maybe should have gone for a neutral shade instead of a warm shade, but we gonna work with it today, sweetie. Because this is more of a natural finish foundation, I don't have to worry about it drying down before I have a chance to blend it out. So I'm going to really take my time with this. Open her up. Ooh, she's slimy. Oh, I didn't shake it. Okay, pause. Zendaya would be proud. Shake it up. Ooh, it has like, it sounds like it has, do any of you guys have those like blender bottles for protein shakes? And when you shake it, it sounds just like this. Listen. Ooh, that's cool. Okay. Ooh, there we go. This is what the doe foot applicator looks like. Pretty nice. I mean, it's just a doe foot. I'm going to take some on my face. Let's just dot some on. I think I really am only going to do one layer of foundation because I don't want to go too heavy. Oh yeah, this is not my shade. Put some around here, and I am going to try and cover up this mark that is over here, so bam. Also, I do have hyperpigmentation around my mouth, as you guys can see, so I'm also going to put some there and see if this can cover it. Boom. Okay, I think that's more than enough. Because this is a more natural finish foundation, I'm going to go in with a brush that looks like this. This is the Morphe M439. Brushes like this that are really dense and flat are great for building coverage. So I'm gonna start, let's try and start on my forehead and see how this looks. Oh, it just is, ooh, it's gliding really nicely. I feel like some foundations you kind of have to struggle when you're blending it, but this is like slippery. I'm gonna try and go right into my hairline. Ooh. Okay, so you can see the coverage is definitely not full. You can see some of my forehead scars kind of peeking through, but honestly, I don't mind. This is probably going to be a foundation that is going to show some of your natural skin through it. You're still gonna have some coverage, which I really like. Let's test this out. It looks dark. Like the color looks like a dark, nice color, but I feel like when I start to blend, it gets whiter. I mean, that could just be because maybe the undertone isn't right for me and maybe that's what I'm seeing. Or maybe I'm imagining that. You guys let me know in the comments. Ooh, I don't know if it is the primer or the foundation that's doing this, but I feel like everything has a really nice slide. Okay, yeah, I probably used too much product. Let's see what I can do with it. Okay, she was not kidding when she said this was weightless. Like I feel like I have moisturizers that feel heavier than this. This is really cool. This is a cool feeling. And with whatever is left on my brush, I'm going to just go right here. What is this? Like your jaw, your neck, your double chin. Don't neglect your double chin, okay? Double chins need love too. Okay, so this is how we are looking with just the brush as an applicator. I don't hate it. I am looking very dewy, especially right here, like on my cheeks. I'm not used to having so much glow there, but I do understand that the whole purpose of this line is to be more natural and not full coverage matte. So I can appreciate it. Like I understand that this is not supposed to be like the Estee Lauder Double Wear. Like I understand that. And I feel like some people who were giving the brand negative reviews, they were expecting this foundation to be the same formula as their go-to Glam foundation. And it's like, no, that's not the point. Like that's not the point. So I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and just press the foundation into my skin a little more. I'm not seeing any brush marks, but this is just a step that I always take no matter what foundation I use, because I just think it helps any foundation really get into the skin. Okay, you know what? I think the color isn't bad. I don't think it's my perfect match. You guys let me know in the comments. I really don't know what I think right now. Like I said, it is not full coverage. You can see I had 2 scars right here and they're still showing through. They're supposed to in this foundation, so I don't mind. Also, you guys, I'm sorry if my energy feels like a little off in this video. I am having the worst cramps of my life. I have a headache the size of Mars, but I really wanted to sit down and just play with some makeup today, so here we are. Now I'm gonna take my big old mirror and look up close. My skin has definitely looked smoother before. Like I feel like I'm seeing a lot of my texture around my cheeks. I'm gonna get up close and show you guys. I'm not gonna form a final opinion yet. We still have a couple more products to try on top of this, and maybe that'll change how everything looks. But right now, I gotta say, it's not my favorite. So I got 2 concealers, and if you have been on my channel for any amount of time, you know that I always like to double up on concealers. Why did I say? I feel like I just said it weird. I always get one concealer that is closer to my skin tone and a little more orangey toned, and then I always get another concealer that is lighter in color and is really just meant to highlight and not necessarily cover, if that makes sense. So for concealer, I got the shade 360W and 330N, and N is for neutral, W is for warm. 330 looks really light in the bottle compared to 360, so I'm just gonna hold them up here. Okay, so I'm hoping you guys can see. This one is 360 and this one is 330, and I feel like 330 is a lot lighter than I expected it to be, or at least a lot lighter than it looked online, but we will try. So I'm gonna start off with the shade 360W. Oh, I didn't even read the box. So this is their Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer. It says this is a moisturizing, buildable concealer that melts seamlessly into the skin for undetectable, cake-free coverage. Undetectable and cake-free. Well, we gonna see about that, Selena. Miss Gomez. Can I call you Miss Gomez? Is that okay? So let's start off with the shade 360. It has the same top as the foundation, but these are obviously smaller. Okay, somebody just went to shower, so if you hear water in the background, I apologize. Oh, this is so cute. Why is this so cute? I love this. So again, this is another doe foot applicator. Very cute. I'm a fan. It is kind of like pinched at the top. It's like if you took a typical doe foot and you just pinched it. Like that's what this applicator looks like. I know some people are like, I hate doe foots. I don't really care. Okay, I'm gonna start off with that much for under the eyes. We'll build up more if we need it. Obviously, you guys can tell my dark circles are pretty dark, and I have a feeling that without color corrector, this might not do much, but we'll see. Whatever's left on the doe foot, I'm going to take it around my mouth. Why did I say it like mouth? I don't know what's going on. So first I'm going to blend out the concealer around my mouth, and I have this brush from Real Techniques. This is their Deluxe Crease brush. This is what she looks like. This is a great brush for concealer. Again, it is more tightly packed, and basically the whole moral of this video is that any brush that is tightly packed is going to increase coverage. Okay, so far around my mouth, I don't think it's bad coverage. Like honestly, it's more coverage than I thought it was, because in some of the reviews that I had watched, I tried not to watch too many, but obviously I kind of caved in and I did watch a couple. Some people were saying that this concealer has like no coverage at all, and they're like, what was the point of it? It did add a little something to my mouth. And this is the part of the video where my lips completely disappear. What can I say? I'm a magician. I'm going to let the concealer under my eyes marinate for a little bit, because that is something I like to do with concealers that are more of a natural finish. So in the meantime, I'm going to kind of smooth out around my mouth with my sponge. Okay, I feel like with these products, you definitely need a sponge. With any foundation, I always prefer brushes, but I do think that after your brush, you would probably benefit from doing what I'm doing right here by just pressing it in a little more. So obviously you can still see my hyperpigmentation, but I don't want to build up too much product. So for now, I'm not going to apply anything else around my mouth. And just to go under my eyes, I'm going to take the same brush and hope that it turns out okay. Okay, it's definitely moisturizing. Like, do you guys see how glowy my under eyes look? That's kind of new to me. I have some thoughts, but we'll save them for the end. I'm going to take my sponge again and go through the same area. Oh yeah, I feel like it looks 10 times better when you use a sponge. That is one layer of the shade 360 under my eyes. Let's get nice and close up so you guys can see what the coverage is looking like. Obviously, I have creases under my eyes because my under eyes have creases, and there's nothing that I can do to get rid of them. That's just how it is. Yeah, there is no concealer that is going to completely erase lines that you have under here, because those lines are your skin. And I feel like some people think that because a concealer is full coverage, that means that it's gonna erase those lines. Like, that's not possible. You can't erase those lines unless you get like fillers in your eyes. So if you want to do that, go ahead. But I just think some people expect too much from their makeup. Okay, makeup is not going to give you Botox. Anyways, the whole point of that was to say my lines are still coming through, but that's to be expected. This is the shade 330. I can't lie, this looks like it's gonna be really light for me, but I'm hoping we can make it work. So let's open her up. Oh no! This packaging will get dirty. Obviously, you guys saw me touching my beauty blender, and my beauty blender does have makeup on it. So I touched my beauty blender and then I touched the packaging, and I don't know if you'll be able to see on camera, but now my lid is tinted brown. That's not super annoying, that's not the end of the world, but I did just want to point that out. It looks like this color is gonna get dirty easily. So I'm gonna take a little bit of 330. And again, this color is just to highlight, so I'm not going to take too much. I think that's probably good enough. And let's get the other side set up. And why not for fun right there. Cute. Okay, so I am going to leave 330 to sit on my eyes a little longer. In the meantime, I'm going to get my setting powder ready. So for my under eye setting powder, I'm going to use the Milk setting powder. What is this called? This is the Milk Makeup. This is the Milk Makeup Blur and Set Matte Loose Setting powder. It's not super colored. It is more of just like a beigey banana powder. So it's not going to affect the overall color of my under eyes too much, because I really do want to see what happens with these colors, if they oxidize, if they get darker throughout the day, if they start looking kind of weird. I do want to see that, so I don't want to overload too much powder. So yeah, I'm going to get this powder set up before I blend out my under eyes. Okay, so I have the powder all set up on the floor in front of me, so I think we're good to go. I had to step out of here because I had to pee, and when I was in the bathroom I was looking at my face and it looks pretty good. Obviously right now I am filming in front of a ring light, so I think when I'm done filming I'm going to go in some natural lighting and show you guys close up what my skin looks like. But I don't know, I feel like it looks different depending on the lighting that I'm in, which obviously makes sense, right? Because lighting changes everything, but to me it looks drastically different. Like when I'm in front of my ring light, I'm like, okay, my skin has looked better. But when I was in the bathroom, I was like, it looks really, really good. So we'll see what happens with that. So same deal, I'm going to take this brush and blend out the concealer that I have right around my eyebrows. So I got my extremely dirty beauty blender and let's get blending. Okay, so far I'm not mad at it. I think, do I want more? I kind of want more. Selena, what should I do? Help me. I think I'm going to put a little more. I promise I'm not gonna go overboard, okay? Just take a little bit. Just a little bit. Tiny bit. Okay, and that's it. I swear. I'm putting it away. Okay, I promise. That's all I'll use. I mean, honestly, I think if you are somebody who has no dark circles at all and you just use concealer to highlight and lift your under eyes, then you'll probably really, really like this concealer. Right away, initially, I'm feeling like I need something a little more. Oh, also, I didn't mention this earlier, but there is no like smell to the products. Like nothing smells weird or honestly smells at all. Like, you know how some concealers kind of smell like paint? I'm not getting those vibes from this. This just doesn't smell like anything. Okay, I think we're ready to start setting. Put some powder on. Alright, so I have my powder ready. I'm going to give myself one final pat. And let's go ahead and set. I don't want to go too overboard with the powder, at least for today's review, because I really want to see what the products look like on their own. Okay, I feel like it did definitely tone down the shine. You guys can see this eye looks definitely more matte than this one. I don't know if it's patchy, but I just feel like maybe it didn't stick on as much as I wanted it to right here. But maybe when I give it my final blend, it'll kind of look better. Okay, that was the last blend. I feel like usually on camera it always looks good, but up close, kind of already seeing some stuff I don't like. But it is too early to judge, so let me shut my mouth. I'm going to lightly set the rest of my face with the same powder. You guys know that normally I take powder on my sponge and I press it into the sides of my nose. I'm not going to be doing that today. I will do that in tomorrow's try on, I guess, but I'm not going to do that today. Today I'm just going to lightly dust around my nose. Ooh, the cramps are hitting me and they really hurt. I need to see a nurse. That is pretty much it for trying out the base product. Off camera, I'm going to apply some color to my lower lash line, some mascara. I'm going to apply a little bit of bronzer, just a little bit. And when I come back, we're going to test out the setting spray and the lipsticks, because those are the last two items that I have to try. Okay, so we are back. I zoomed you guys out just a tiny bit. Now is the time where I would apply my setting spray, so let's go ahead and do that. So what I have today is the Always an Optimist 4-in-1 mist, and this is a glow boosting mist that hydrates, primes, sets, and refreshes the skin. This arrived before everything else for some reason, so I did already get to test this out. Like, I have to say, I really like this setting spray. It is different from other setting sprays that I have used in the past. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but there is some separation going on in the bottle. You are supposed to shake it, so I know that. You can see some of the oilier ingredients, I guess, are kind of floating on the top, and then the bottom would be everything else. So it says shake well before use, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. J Balvin. I don't know. Also guys, something that I have loved to do with the setting spray, you guys know that my normal go-to everyday foundation is the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and sometimes that can look a little heavy on the skin. I've been applying my Estee Lauder foundation. When I blend it out, I'll spray the foundation brush with this and then blend it out, and it is like a dream. It is so good. So I have to say, I really do like the setting spray. This is where I am at in the bottle, but I have been using this every day for about 3 weeks, so I think that makes sense that it is gone down. Ooh. Ooh, the mist is just going everywhere. I gotta say, one thing I really like about this setting spray is the smell. I'm sorry, is the mist like blurring up the camera? This smells like eucalyptus, and normally I would be kind of concerned, like why does it smell like an essential oil? But it smells so good and it makes me feel so good to smell this, which I know obviously doesn't matter because it's a setting spray. The whole point is, does it set your makeup? Now that I look like I have just gone swimming, I'm gonna give this a second to dry and then just press it in with my beauty blender. Alright, so now very quickly I'm going to apply some mascara to my lower lashes just so we can kind of start to finish up this look. So don't ask me how, but I somehow got a little bit of mascara right on my nose, like right here. I'll take care of that later. For now, let's go ahead and line the lips. So I'm going in with this lip liner by Milani. This is their Understatement lip liner in the shade Shoop, and this is just a really pretty everyday brown liner. So let's go ahead and prove to you guys that I actually do have lips. Also, something that I want to point out, you guys might notice a little bit of dryness in the corners of my mouth, okay? They're not cold sores. It is literally my eczema. Well, I say eczema, but because of that meme, I always say eczema. But it is because of my eczema. Like, it just recently has been acting up right in this area. So if the lipstick looks a little weird in the corner, it's not because of the formula, it's because of my literal skin. And for the lipstick, this is their Lip Soufflé Matte Lip Cream, and I have the shade Brave. So this is a whipped lip cream that delivers comfortable one-stroke color with a vivid velvety finish. So like I said, this is the shade Brave, and this is what it looks like. This looks like it's a nice orangey, pinkish, oh, what's that word that beauty influencers use? Terracotta. Yes, this is a terracotta orange color. So I figured it goes with the whole look today. So let's go ahead and try it out. Ooh, the bottle feels, wow, do you guys see my lash glue all over this? I'm embarrassed. But let's go ahead and open her up. Ooh, very pretty. This is what the wand looks like. It's kind of like a flat doe foot. I don't know what is the scientific term for that, but that's what I call it. So let's go ahead and apply some on my lips. Interesting. So my battery died and I thought it was recording, but basically all you missed was after I applied the lipstick, I took my finger and I just blended it out, and here we are. So I went away, I fixed up my hair, and this is now the finished look. Okay, I have to say, the overall look and feel of this makeup, I really, really like. The concealer, foundation, and lipstick, they all feel really, really lightweight. The lipstick, I really like the color actually. I think this color is really nice. It feels really smooth on the lips, and it definitely is that velvet formula that they were talking about. Like, I feel like I still have movement with my lips. Like when I'm talking and my lips touch, I don't feel anything that's like hard or crispy like you can sometimes feel with a matte lipstick. Yeah, overall, I really do like how my makeup turned out. I am going to do some check-ins throughout the day and let you guys know how everything wears. While I do have some final thoughts right now, I'm gonna save them towards the end of this video until I have tried out these products with products that I like as well. That way I really am giving the products a fair chance, you know? I'm all about equality here on my channel. So yeah, if you want to see my final thoughts, you're just gonna have to stick around to the end of this video. So yes, with that, I will go ahead and see you guys in my next check-in. Bye! Hello friends, so today is the next day. I'm going to be trying the same products that I tried yesterday, but I'm going to try them in conjunction with products that I already know and love and would use in my routine anyways, in combination with the Rare Beauty product. Anyways, I am going to do this section as a voiceover because I figured it just saves a lot of time for both of us, but I will make sure that I say any important bits of information that are necessary. So yeah, this section is going to be a little more fast-paced than the previous section, but I think it's still going to give you guys some valuable information. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started on this portion of the video. Alright, so first I'm going to start off with the Rare Beauty Primer, and you guys will see I'm only going to apply this on my cheekbones because honestly it is very glowy and I don't really want to be glowy anywhere else, so that's why I'm just going to apply it there. And now I'm going in with my Too Faced primer. Now this primer is more of a matte finish, pore filling primer, and honestly it is one of my all-time favorites. So I'm taking that on my nose and the sides of my nose. And now I'm going in with the Rare Beauty foundation. Just a reminder, I have the shade 360. Oh, I don't know why I was kind of struggling to open it. There you go. So just a reminder, this is what the wand looks like. It's pretty nice. Again, just your basic wand. And I'm going to make a couple of dots around my face, and the main difference this time is that I'm not going to apply any product directly on my nose because I feel like that's maybe where I went wrong in my initial try on of these products. And here I am just showing you guys how it covers up some of the scarring that I have on the side of my face. And I'm just going to blend it out around my mouth first because that's just always how I do my foundation. And around my cheeks, that's where I like some more coverage. So that's why I kind of let that area dry down first. And now I'm just going over everything with a beauty blender just to make sure it's all really nice and smooth. So now I'm going in with a color corrector, and this one is by Clinique. Honestly, I think this is probably the main thing that I was missing in my initial try on of these products because I feel like my dark circles and my hyperpigmentation are maybe just a little too strong for regular concealer. So I always do like to go in with a color corrector. Usually I let the one under my eyes kind of dry down a little bit before I blend it out. So that's what I was just doing there. And now you can watch me blend for honestly what seems like forever. Like, why am I taking so long? Girl, nobody cares. Okay, let's move along. And now I'm just going over everything with a sponge just to make sure it's really smooth. I like to do this after all of my complexion steps. And here we have the next Rare Beauty concealer, which is the shade 360. So I'm taking this right there, right under my eyes. Oh, a little more. Okay, good. No more, girl. Okay. And now just taking some around my mouth and on my chin as well. Here I'm just taking the concealer to clean up my eyeshadow. You guys know I really like doing that. I think it makes your eyeshadow looks more clean and precise, I guess. Now I'm just going to blend it out around my mouth. I'm using all the same brushes that I used in the first portion of this video. And I'm also taking the same brush underneath my eyes, really trying to build that coverage with a brush before I go in and blend it out with a sponge. And here we go, just blending. And again, going over it with my sponge, nothing new, nothing surprising there. And now we're just going to repeat the same step, but using the shade 330 in the concealers. So again, just going underneath my eyes, and really, technically I didn't have to go in again, but I really like a bright under eye, and you guys know I do prefer to layer up my concealer, so I decided it wouldn't be a fair review if I didn't do that. And here I'm just making sure everything blends in nicely with my nose and again with my eyeshadow. Now to set my face, I'm going in with the same powder that I used in the previous section, which was the Milk Makeup setting powder. This is honestly just a really nice setting powder. So here we go. I'm just taking a very slight amount and patting it underneath my eyes. I always use a brush when I go under my eyes. I know some people use a beauty blender with powder, but I can't do it. So here I'm blending out my creases one last time before setting and going back in and making sure everything is nice and set. Now though, I am taking powder on my sponge and I'm going to press it into my nose. You guys know I have oily skin. My nose gets so oily so fast, so this step is really important to me. I find when I use powder with a sponge, it really helps it sink in a little more. And now I'm taking the same powder all over the rest of my face just to really, you know, make sure everything is nice and set. Here I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me powder just to kind of warm up my complexion a little bit. And I'm just lightly dusting that all over my face. Not that anyone cares, but now I'm gonna bronze my face, and for that I'm using the Fenty Beauty bronzer. I just want to make sure that my complexion looks really nice and warmed up. Taking a little bit on my forehead because I do feel like the foundation undertone maybe isn't perfect for me. Now we're gonna go ahead and set the face. Again, this is obviously the Rare Beauty setting spray. I am obsessed with this, so I kind of drowned myself in it a little bit. Ooh, it smells nice, doesn't it, girl? Ooh, look at me. Ooh, ooh. Once the setting spray has dried down a little bit, I'm taking my beauty blender and just pressing it into my skin. Now, just to finish up the face, I'm going in with some lip liner. This is the same one that I used yesterday, just, you know, make my lips look a little juicy. And I'm taking the same lip color, which was Brave, and I'm kind of laughing here because the color does not match my eyeshadow at all, but hey, it is what it is. And yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for this look. Now, go ahead and talk to Real Arifah. Okay, you guys, so I am back and this is my finished face for day 2 of this wear test. Why did I do this? I know the lipstick doesn't match the eyeshadow. To be honest, I'm probably going to change this lipstick color. I just put it on to show you guys what it looks like one more time. But like I mentioned yesterday, I really do like the formula of these lipsticks. They're not extremely long lasting, but they are nice. They're very comfortable. The color is really nice. One thing that I really like about the lipsticks is that if you wanted to, you could build up the color to get something that is really bright and vibrant, or you could do what I did today and take your finger and kind of shear it out, and then you get this nice light wash of color, which I think is also really pretty. So yeah, that's basically my final thoughts on the lipstick. As for the rest of my face, well, you guys saw me do it. I used a different primer, I used color corrector, and I used bronzer. So I think that was it, right? Yes, that was it. So I do have to go to work today. I just checked the time when I went back in my regular room and it said it was 2:45. So let's just say that we're starting this wear test at 2:45. And yeah, I'll be back later to tell you guys some of my final thoughts. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I have my final thoughts already, but I guess I can't really give them to you until the end of today. So one thing that I did notice, can I get a little mirror over here? Just looking at my face up close, I already do see a couple of differences from yesterday. So yesterday, my main, what's the word? Squabble? I don't know. My main issue with the foundation was how the foundation and the primer worked together on my nose. As you guys saw when I did my makeup today, I didn't apply foundation directly to my nose. I kind of used whatever was left on my brush to go on my nose, and I think that really helps. And I also did not apply the luminous primer on my nose because, like I said a million times, my skin is oily. For me, using a primer that is dewy and glowy just isn't the best idea when it comes to basically my whole T-zone, so I didn't do that today. Immediately compared to yesterday, I feel like my skin is looking a lot nicer. As for the color match of the foundation, don't think it's a perfect match, but I do think it's close enough that I can get away with using it and nobody's gonna be like, why does your skin not look like your neck? You know what I mean? So yeah, overall I have really high hopes today. I'm going to go eat something very quickly and I will check back in with you guys right before I leave the house for work. I will try and record footage when I come home from work tonight. I might get too tired and forget, so if I do forget, then I'll just include my final thoughts as like a voiceover or something and we can end this video. So I'm back. I'm filming with my phone and it's like really weird because I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking. So I'm just gonna look here and I hope that's okay. Right now it is about 5:20. I'm about to run out of the house like as soon as I stop filming this. But I wanted to show you guys what my face is looking like right now. So let's go ahead and get a quick close-up. I do have some thoughts right away. Honestly, I think I might not be the biggest fan of the concealer. I feel like the formula might just be a little bit too moisturizing for what my specific under eyes need. Like I said yesterday, my under eyes naturally have a lot of like creases and cracks under there, so concealers that are more thicker in formula usually work out better for me. And this one isn't watery, but it's not really thick and moussey. It's kind of just like right in the middle. I really do like the color. I think the color is actually like a really good match for me when I use 360 and 330 together. I think it's perfect. Yeah, but I'm not totally loving it though. You can kind of see that some darkness is still peeking through, like right here. Foundation, I think the foundation looks great. I'm impressed. I think I'm gonna have to keep using it with my go-to primers, and then that way I think I'll end up liking it a lot more. The setting spray, it's kind of hard to see what the setting spray does because it's only been about 3 hours. So I'll come back later and show you guys what it looks like without touching up. I did change my lip color, if anyone cares. I mean, you probably don't care. I am looking pretty glowy. Like, do you see, like, ooh. Okay, I have no highlighter on, and it kind of looks like I did put highlighter on. Not against it on the cheeks. Normally, I prefer my nose to look a little more matte. Otherwise, I gotta say, I think we're looking pretty good. So yes, that is my check-in after 3 hours of wearing these products, and I'll be back later tonight to show you guys what everything looks like. I probably won't be able to talk later because people in my house are going to be sleeping, but I will have some text on the side so you guys can read what I'm thinking. I will see you guys in a couple of hours. Bye. Alright guys, so that is pretty much it for this video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!